So as you know, we've been talking quite a bit about the relationships and sexuality education that's being done in schools, as primary school, and even in secondary school as well, and how extreme it is, the massive focus on sexuality and gender fluidity type of indoctrination. And one of the programs is the Mates and Dates program. It's been sponsored by ACC. Millions of dollars has gone into it since about 2017. And you'll remember we spoke to a mum recently who was concerned because her daughter came home very confused by what was being taught about choosing your gender and just age inappropriate type of material. And then, of course, just recently we spoke to someone who trained as a facilitator but only lasted a term. In fact, her husband didn't even last that long because they realised that it was basically if you wanted to encourage kids to postpone sexual involvement or be drug free or involve parents, then this program just didn't go near that. It was pushing a very strong confusing message around sexuality and gender. And today we are going to speak to a 14-year-old who has actually sat through the classes. And we're not going to use his real name. We're going to use a name, Jonah. And he's going to tell you what it's like to sit through a Mates and Dates program. Let's check it out. Hi, Jonah. How are you? And firstly, welcome to McBLOG. How old are you?
I'm 14 years old.
14. So you're year 9 or year 10?
I'm in year 9.
Year 9. Okay, just about the end of the year. Now, Jonah, you have been to a Mates and Dates session and you thought it was a bit weird. You're a bit concerned. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so Mates and Dates was apparently the sex ed sort of class, but they sort of turned it into an LGBTQ class. Yeah.
Okay, and what type of stuff did they talk about? What was the main topics?
Oh, one of them was about this genderbreed person or something really weird. And they taught us how sexuality and gender are two different things, and how you can choose what gender you are no matter what your genitalia is or like organs are.
Did they
Yeah.
tell you how many different sexualities there were?
72.
72. Is that all? I thought it was way more actually. And what about genders? How many genders are there?
I don't know, like 1,000.
Okay. And what
Everything.
and what was the reaction of the class as it was being talked about? Is everybody on board with this and nodding their heads and saying, "Yep, no, this is all great"?
Oh, there's in my class there seems to be two groups. One is like the boys and one's the girls, and so the girls are nodding their heads and the boys are snickering in the back of the class, which is yeah.
Okay. I mean, boys tend to do that with all sex education. It doesn't matter what you talk about. Girls seem to be maybe more interested. Maybe that's a huge generalization, but when they talk about it afterwards and they talk about all these different genders, what do the students say? Do they say they're thinking about it themselves and maybe they should change? What do they say?
Nah, I think the boys are all good, but yeah, I don't think anyone's super aligned with their ideas at the moment.
Right.
Yeah.
And do they talk about confidentiality and keeping stuff away from parents and anything
Oh
like
yeah.
that?
Yep. If they said if you have any troubles with whatever, come talk to us and we'll keep it confidential from everyone else. And
Right.
yeah, it's like talk line or something.
Okay. And was there much explicit stuff shown or stuff that you thought, oh, this is a bit yucky or not appropriate for your age group?
Now, luckily there was nothing like that, which is good.
Okay. And was there anything about personal pronouns, about whether you can use he, she, or maybe call them they or some other terminology?
Yeah, so the teachers came in and they introduced themselves and they're like, my name is Radi Ra and my pronouns are they, them, or something like that. And it was kind of hard not to laugh.
And did any students sort of stumble on it? Go to say he or she and accidentally get it wrong, or I mean, it's quite hard using they in a sentence, isn't it, when you're talking about one person?
Yeah, it seems to muck up the grammar.
Yeah. Did they cover any other issues, like, for example, abortion? I've seen some resources where abortion was covered in a kind of session related to mates and dates, but was it covered in your session?
They lightly touched on it, but not really.
And was it in a positive way? Abortion is cool and
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, like, yeah. If you have any trouble with pregnancy, you can always come and talk to us.
right. And abortion is an option.
Yeah.
And any discussion about drugs?
Yes, actually, they said testosterone is a great thing to be using, and I asked them if it was irreversible, if it was reversible, and they didn't answer me.
Oh, so this is in the area of puberty blockers and changing
Yeah,
gender.
yeah,
And so they were saying that puberty blockers is a great thing.
yeah, but they wouldn't tell any of us whether it was reversible or not.
Okay. Yeah, facts don't matter. What about recreational drugs? I mean, the program is supposed to be based around healthy lifestyle and, drug use, like, marijuana, cannabis, and MDMA and cocaine. Was there any discussion around that?
Not that I remember.
Okay.
Nah.
And this was just one session that we're talking about, eh?
I've been to most of the sessions, but yeah, one of them was pretty bad.
Okay. Was there anything good in it? Anything you thought, yeah, this is helpful?
I wasn't really taking in anything they said, but they were trying to tell us that having friends is a great thing.
Right.
I think, yeah.
Okay. So, so in general, you thought the boys were sort of, it was all a bit of fun and a bit of a giggle session, and the girls were a bit more engaged in it.
Yeah.
Okay. And would you recommend it? Do you think it's suitable for year 9 and 10 students to be doing?
Nah, it seems a bit let's change your mind about this subject sort of thing instead of teaching you. So it's not really suitable for anyone unless it should, yeah.
Okay. Did you hear anybody afterwards talking about, oh, maybe they were thinking about their sexuality or they were thinking about gender change or anything like that?
Nah, there wasn't any of that.
Okay. Boys just wanted to go on the field and play rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Any other comment about it, Jonah?
There was an opt-in, opt-out policy, and so yeah, some people in my class opted out of the class.
How many opted out?
3 or 2.
Okay. Did they get a hard time?
Nah, not really. No one noticed that they were gone.
Okay. Probably everyone was jealous that they got to go out and you guys couldn't. Do you wish
Yeah.
you'd opted out, or did you actually enjoy sitting in on it?
Oh, one of the sessions I opted out. Yeah, but
And why was that?
I wanted everyone else to follow me out, but our teacher didn't really approve of my idea and got
Okay.
rid of us, so no one else left.
Okay. Trying to start a mass walkout. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Jonah, really appreciate your insight on it. Good for parents to hear just what goes on and what young people think about it. So really appreciate your time. Thanks.
Thank you.